So hello my dear friends, welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So this is going to be quite a unique video, and let's try to understand bad astrological combinations. Everyone is talking about good astrological combinations, but on the daily basis I go through the comments as well in the comment section. So one unique thing which I noticed with regards to all the astrology lovers, all the people that are actually watching the astrology channels, so the audience are very engaging in the astrology channels. There are other separate YouTube channel also, like different blogging channels, but I will tell you the audience of the astrological channels, this is very engaging. The kind of comments which astrologers especially receive on their YouTube channel, so some of the comments they can give you a lot of ideas also, they can give you some motivation, sometimes demotivation, some positive negative feedback. So thank you so much all of you, all the astrology audience worldwide, thanks a lot for that thing. So now let's continue in this video. Please don't be fearful if any of this astrological combination is present in your astrological birth chart, because I will tell you every planet have its own consequences, whether if the planet is debilitated or is in some difficult conjunction. So there are going to be positive and negative aspects. Both aspects are actually associated with that planet. But in this particular video, I'm going to cover some of the astrological combinations which are quite difficult. And I will tell you these are the difficulties which you are going to face from relationship and marriage point of view, with regards to the relationship aspect, with regards to health also. And there are going to be some very remarkable combinations also that will have the ability to even uplift you in your life. I will cover some of the planets, retrograde planets, especially in this video, some planetary conjunctions also, and even the house placement of certain planets in this house. So this is going to actually create that kind of a Raj Yogas or something related to that sort. So make sure to please watch this video till end, and I recommend you to please don't skip this video, because I will not know, or you will not be able to know which combinations are actually present in your chart or not. So let's start. Number first, retrograde Saturn in your Vedic astrological birth chart. And number second is Jupiter retrograde. I will tell you all the other planets, they are also going retrograde, but if these two planets, this is the first combination that I'm talking about, retrograde Jupiter or retrograde Saturn, if both of these planets, or out of this any single planet is getting retrograde in your Vedic astrological birth chart, then it becomes very difficult for you to progress or move ahead. Especially with Jupiter retrogression, if Jupiter is retrograde, what is going to happen? Jupiter is a significator of 80% of the things in your life with regards to family, marriage, health, wealth. So all these things, they are actually governed by Jupiter. And if this planet is in the retrograde motion, what is going to happen? Back and forth karma is going to be very high, or there are highly likely chances like you are going to commit similar kind of mistakes again and again. And the learning part is going to come maybe in the later stages after the 48 or after the age of 42, but the initial pattern of your life, that is going to be quite difficult, especially Jupiter is getting retrograde. Even the house placement also going to play a very important role, but if Jupiter is retrograde, or if suppose in one person chart Jupiter is not retrograde, but its dignity is very powerful, even suppose Jupiter is exalted in your chart and it is retrograde, this is again going to be a bad combination. Because I will tell you back and forth karma is going to be very high with Jupiter retrogression. This is also going to create difficulties in marriage and married lives also. So keep this thing in your mind. Second part, as I told you, Saturn retrograde. This is quite a painful combination. If Shani is retrograde in your Vedic astrological chart, this is actually a planet which is holding karmas. This is a planet which is going to keep a check over all your karmic activities that you are performing, or which you have performed in the past lives also. So this is going to create a complete checkbook of all your karmas. It may be good karma, bad karma, but if especially Saturn is retrograde in your chart, anywhere I'm talking about, and suppose this planet is in conjunction with some other planets, so that retrogression impact of Saturn is definitely going to be over other planets also. It means, for example, let me simplify this thing. For example, Saturn and Moon conjunction, and Saturn is retrograde in your chart and Moon is sitting over there. So the retrogression impact of Saturn is going to be over the Moon, and that is your mother. So mother is going to be actually the karmic thing in your life. Mother is going to have a lot of back and forth karma which is associated with your life, and depending upon the house placement, it shows what kind of a karmas which you are going to deal in this present life. For example, if Saturn and Moon in the 7th house, so you understand marriage and relationships and the karma with the mother. So Saturn retrogression with any other planet is directly going to impart its negative karmas over the other planet. So this is just going to impose these things over the other planets also. And I will tell you, these things I have actually found in the practical studies by studying or looking into various astrological birth charts. I have found this thing. Saturn retrogression is directly going to put impact over the other planets that is in conjunction. Until and unless it is with Rahu and Ketu, this is the next combination. If Saturn is also retrograde and Rahu is also retrograde, I will tell you this is quite a very unique combination. And in few charts, you are going to find both Saturn is also retrograde, Rahu is also retrograde. And this is a very remarkable conjunction. This conjunction actually have the ability to break the bond of the poverty, and you are going to be the unique person in your complete family. So suppose you set some limit over there, some target, some financial accomplishment is over there. So no one is going to break that target. And your main aim, goal is towards that accomplishment with Saturn and Rahu, and if both are retrograde. Although your life is going to be way more difficult than some normal person, but if both of these planets they are retrograde, it means they are going to give you something very big. So in order for you to receive that thing, you must need to become that kind of a personality. Next combination is Moon placement in the 7th house. I know many of you are having Moon in the 7th house and all the 12 houses, but in the 7th house, I will tell you, this is quite a very painful position for your Moon to be in. Here your mind is also getting influenced by other people's opinions, ideas, and at the same time, Moon in the 7th house is going to create a very difficult married life. It becomes extremely difficult for you to even get married upon time. Even if you get married upon time, it becomes very difficult for the sustenance point of view. Because Moon is your direct emotions. In the 7th house, it shows exact sufferings, emotional sufferings. It doesn't matter whether the dignity of Moon is powerful, it is exalted, not exalted. But I will tell you, if Moon is actually in the 7th house, this is going to be quite a difficult placement. You can please worship Lord Shiva, do Shivlingam Abhishek if Moon is in the 7th house. This is the only remedy. No remedy is going to work for Moon placement in the 7th house. Next, I will tell you Mercury and Venus conjunction. If this planetary conjunction is actually forming in your astrological birth chart, although this is a blessings of one sort also, don't take it in the negative direction. Once again, I recommend all of you viewers, please don't take anything in the negative direction, okay? Because I told you there are positive and negative consequences associated with every planet, every house placement, every conjunction, okay? What is going to happen with Mercury and Venus? This is quite a intriguing conjunction. This is also a very creative conjunction. These individuals are highly creative. They have the ability to deeply dive into some out of the realm ideas, and they will present a very true picture in front of you. They actually have the understanding of better human emotions. They know the art of communication. They know everything, but difficulties are going to be there in front of their relationship forefront. It is very difficult for them to adjust or go along with their life partner. Because I will tell you what is happening with Mercury and Venus. This is a planet of multiplicity, Mercury. And Venus is a karka of love life, that relationship aspect. So it becomes very difficult for these individuals to adjust with singular energy. They need multiple relationships. Or the remedy part, you can marry outside of your caste, creed and cultural background. This is actually a very interesting thing. I have even made video over no divorce yoga, or I believe something related to second marriage. Yeah, second marriage. So you can, I will link in the description below. And regarding the retrograde planets also, I will put the link in the description. You can please watch that videos in more detail. But I have made one video over Mercury and Venus conjunction and creating a yogas of multiple marriages or multiple relationships. This yoga is actually getting nullified if you are marrying outside of your caste, creed and cultural background, even if the age difference, age gap is going to be very high. Suppose the boy is 50 and lady is 30, then this also getting nullified. So keep this thing in your mind. Next planetary combination is Mercury debilitated. Okay, I know Sun debilitated, Saturn debilitated, but they are not going to impart impact on the day-to-day basis. But if a planet like Mercury, Buddha, is actually getting retrograde in your chart, it becomes extremely difficult for you to gain results, positive results, especially from those houses. And if Mercury retrogression is in conjunction with some ascendant lord, for example, Mercury is debilitated, for example, in the 8th house, and in conjunction with some difficult 12th house lord, 6th house lord, this is actually going to create a lot of bad impacts in your life. I will tell you, other planets, they are getting debilitated, they are not going to impart that much impact, but Mercury, if this planet is debilitated, extremely difficult for relationship point of view, extremely difficult. Yes, you have the ability to become a very good thinker, analytical person, researcher, scientist. You have the ability to do some large contribution towards the society, but this Mercury debilitation part is going to cut you off from the complete universe. So you are going to be totally secluded, all alone in your life. So this is quite a difficult placement if Mercury is debilitated. And I will tell you, if especially Mercury is holding the quadrant houses, if you are becoming a Sagittarius Dhanu ascendant or Gemini ascendant, so Mercury is governing 2 quadrants and Jupiter is also governing then 2 quadrants, then you need to check whether the Mercury is getting debilitated where or not. Because if quadrant lords, if Mercury, and if it is getting debilitated, then I will tell you 50% of your life is going to be problematic, 50% is complete resolved life. Okay, let's move on to the next planetary combination, and I will tell you, this is actually Ketu and Mars conjunction in Vedic astrology. I know I have already covered various planetary conjunctions, but if this planetary conjunction of Ketu and Mars is actually present in your astrological birth chart, what is going to happen? This is directly going to impact your decision making abilities. Mars is an action oriented planet and Ketu is a headless entity. So Ketu don't know in which areas or in which direction I need to put my efforts in order to gain the positive results. So with Mars and Ketu, actions are actually going to be going in wrong direction most of the time. And these individuals, they tend to get frustrated, fed up. Like, I'm putting all the efforts, but no results are coming. And that is happening because of Mars and Ketu. This is quite a very difficult conjunction. If it is present in your chart, I will tell you, very difficult to hold the energy of dryness of especially Ketu along with Mars in the same house. Make sure to this conjunction, if it is occurring in the quadrant, then it is more difficult rather than in some Upachya sthanas. So this is then have the ability to give you some sort of positive results with regards to real estate or debt areas as well. Next combination is Ketu placement in the 3rd house. So automatically Rahu is going in your 9th house, although this conjunction is good from traveling point of view. In the positive side, this conjunction have the ability to take you into foreign lands, foreign country. Exposure is actually going to be there. Okay, but I told you in the previous combination, Ketu is a headless entity. And in the 3rd house of self-efforts, this is going to make you a very courageous person. Full efforts, but no results are going to come, especially if Ketu is in the 3rd house. It is very important for you human beings, whosoever is having Ketu in the 3rd, irrespective of the zodiac sign placement, I'm telling you, you will notice that similarities or these kind of things in most of the astrological birth chart. So it is very important for you to be very definite in your aim and objective, and do not indulge here and there. Do not shift your career pathways if you are having especially Ketu in the third house, because this is going to be quite a very difficult thing. Okay. Next, I will tell you, if suppose, and this is going to be quite a tricky part which I'm going to tell you, if suppose most of the planets in your astrological birth chart, if they are forming some sort of a cluster over there, for example, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Rahu, Moon, Jupiter, or Mercury with other planet. So suppose if the two planetary planets, they are conjunct, if more conjunctions I'm especially talking about, if more conjunctions are present in your chart, you see the patterns of, for example, in one chart only 1 to 2 conjunctions and then planets, they are sitting all alone. But in some astrological birth charts, all the planets, they are conjunct, no single planet. You understand what I'm trying to say here? Out of 9 planets, 1 planet is in conjunction with second with third with, so in that way, most of the charts, I will tell you, you will find it very rare, like all the 9 planets, they are conjunct, like maybe by keeping a pair of 2 and 2, or 3 and maybe 3, 2, 2, this kind of a thing. Or in some charts, you can see planets are here and there, Ketu is alone, Moon is alone, Sun is alone, no planet, no conjunction over there. The main difficulty is in both of these charts. This is actually quite a scattered chart in this site, because this have the ability to give you focus on most of the areas of your life. But if conjunctions are more in your chart, then this is going to be quite a complicated thing, because results are also going to be very, very complicated. If especially planetary conjunctions, they are very tight, then your karmas are intermingled, very difficult charts. Even it become very difficult for even astrologers to give predictions where more conjunctions are over there. Although there is a unique sutra in which we can decode the conjunctions also, but that is a separate part. But I will tell you, if more conjunctions are in your chart, then a lot of karmic backlog is over there. It may be based upon your chart, your family karmas, some pending karmas, and ancestral karmas. So these are actually going to be some of the karmic backlogs, karmic footprints that is going to be seen with this thing. Although there are many more combinations like Moon and Rahu, or like especially other planetary conjunctions also, but these are the few conjunctions or few planets that I would like to think of sharing with you. These are quite a difficult placements in your chart, very difficult to hold on, even Saturn and Ketu. And if both are retrograde, you see Saturn, Rahu retrograde, Saturn, Ketu, both are retrograde. So this also have the ability to uplift you from the family, like you are going to be the first person in your family who's going to break the chain of poverty. These are actually the millionaires or billionaires combinations, affliction to Venus and Saturn. If these things are actually afflicted, I will tell you, or governing the sign of Scorpio, you need to check into your chart in which house the sign of Scorpio is actually posited. Look what is happening over there. That is exactly going to show you the patterns of your life, the sign of Scorpio. This is actually the transformation. So if you want to look, like right now I'm living a very mundane, very normal life, whether someday I'm going to live a very royal life or not, look into the Scorpio. This is the transformation, and this is the missing link. Suppose you pick up 2 charts, one is multi-billionaire and one is a very poor and beggar. So how you are going to notice the difference? The sign of Scorpio. This is a tricky thing, I will tell you. Look directly the sign of Scorpio. This is going to be the transformation. Any individual that is having any planet in the sign of Scorpio is going to experience transformations at some point in their life, depending upon in which house that thing is posited, planets that are posited in that thing, that is actually going to bring transformations related to that areas of your life. But Scorpio is actually the transformation. It means yes, your chart have the power to transform your life at some point in your life. So I hope you have found this video quite interesting. If you have any queries, any consultations with regards to your astrological chart, any other marriage, career or spiritual consultation, do let me know. I will try my best to respond you back as soon as possible. Till then, please subscribe my channel below and make sure to hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. Also, you can check out the playlist sections of retrograde planets and even some more playlists, so you can find stuff more interesting. So till then, please take care of yourself and may God bless you. Bye bye.